Hi, welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Bob Lee. After a highly successful career on the radio, our next guest is ready to conquer the world of late-night television. His show, All Night with Joey Reynolds, airs on NBC's New York, non-stop weeknights and midnight. And here to tell us more is radio and TV personality Joey Reynolds. We welcome you to the show, Joey.
1, 2, 3, look at Dr. Lee. You don't remember that song,
4,
do you?
5, 6.
Oh, you do.
Look at him mix.
So are you on BLS? I'm going to interview you for a second. I just want to ask you something.
All right, go ahead.
Are you on BLS? Are you?
Let's roll reverse. You sit over here.
Well, no. I just want to, you know, that one of my interns when I was jock years ago was Frankie Crocker.
Yes.
And Frankie and I were, you know, we used to fight all the time.
Yeah.
And then later on, I went to work for 20th Century Fox, and I had Barry White. So Frankie and Barry were friends. You know,
Yes.
we all know each other.
Yes, in the business.
Yeah. And somewhere along the line, we all get together again. So I started out on the air and doing this. You know, I was a poverty kid.
Yeah.
And now I'm right back to where I started.
There you go.
I'm going to be a poverty kid again. I love this whole idea of everybody starting in television and scratching and doing the music.
Yeah.
Just the way I began, you know, it's the way I began. So it's great for me to come and see
that's
this.
Lightning Lance there. Cool Clyde is usually here, but Lightning Lance is stepping in on the ones and twos.
He's going to wind
He's
up,
like the band on late night television.
he'll be in the vinyl resting place.
Yeah. We're saving money because we don't have to get each instrument. We don't need the bass player and everybody, so we just one-man show.
When I went to NYU, we didn't call it communication or journalism. We just called it radio and TV.
Radio and TV.
And it was $50 for an elective. So that'll show you how far back that was.
All right.
But this is great. It's great to
Take a
visit
Motown
you.
step back, slide it back.
I was in Detroit for those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had, you know, I've traveled all this stuff. I lived the entire history of rock and roll so far.
So tell us about it. I mean, you started out when? What gave you the passion
60s.
for this?
Well, I was poor, you know, and I wanted girls and I wanted to make money.
Yeah.
Those are two motivators.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nothing worked to make you more popular than to be a disc jockey back then.
So you know about the Lance, hold up the 45.
Oh yeah, well, you know the.
Well, you can go back before that and play the 78.
No, I didn't go back that far.
But the 78 was on acetate. If you dropped it on the floor, it would crack.
It was wax. Now this here thing, this 45 was created by RCA. See, that's the little record with the big hole, and Columbia invented the big record with the little hole, which is the LP. Now we download, so nobody cares about any of this anyway.
Yeah, we
and
have a new format.
Record stores are closed.
Yeah.
Now Barnes and Nobles and the bookstores are closed. You know, everybody's using their Kindle. We're all going to Face, and also to iPad. Yeah. That's what I'm doing on television right now. See, the reason I'm doing the show is to take it around to where the public is. You know, I'm a regular guy like you. I'm a street guy. I love people. You got to really, I know you're that kind of guy. You love people. You want to know what everybody's doing.
You read my bio, didn't you?
Well, no, I mean, I'm watching you
So
work.
You're still in the business.
No, I'm watching you work. You
Okay.
love what you're doing. You love people. You got to really do that, you know, until you get Oprah-sized.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe she still loves people. I'm just being funny. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that we have a new way, and there's always a new way.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do is a triple cast.
Yeah.
And we began by going on a digital channel, which is NBC Channel 4.2. It's a digital channel. Now everything that's over the air is carried on cable, like your show's on cable.
Yeah.
Now let me say this to you, because a lot of people don't realize this.
So you go on HD?
Well, yeah, we're on a lot of things, and I'm going to be on radio and on the internet as well. But that's the point, is to triple cast, so you reach everybody in different demographics.
Yeah.
But what I want to make a point here,
Go ahead.
you know, what happened is in Brazil, I mean in Egypt recently, when the cable was cut, there was no communication except for the phones. And so what we need to do is have over-the-air broadcasting. You need over-the-air. You need it in case of emergency, because when the wire's gone, like it was in Egypt, you don't have any communication at all.
Yeah.
But over the air, you do. So I want to be that guy that helps to promote that. That's what I'm doing. I want to keep the radio and the television over the air as well.
Yes.
And that's my little mission. So
there you go.
There's my speech. And
All
I
right.
make a cheesecake.
It makes a great cheesecake.
It
There
is.
you go.
It's homemade, and it's for you.
Oh,
It's
thank you so much.
made with
I really
my
appreciate it.
hands and my love, but also return the pan.
Thank you so much. One quick question. What made you want to get in this? You wanted to create the awareness that our formats or things keep changing? You wanted to create the awareness of change? Or?
I travel a lot during the radio show. I've been on WOR for about 14 years. And it's an AM over-the-air, first station in New York. It was the first station in New York. And also they own KISS FM, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you know, what happened was...
On KISS FM, on Hot 97.
But it was Howard Hughes.
CD 101.9.
It was Howard Hughes. It was Summa Corporation. Now, you know, what happened was I was traveling a lot. Every time you turn the TV on overseas, you see some bad news out of here.
Yeah.
And I said, there's got to be something else besides left or right, white or black, old and young, Republican and Democrat. Everything is separation.
Our system of duality.
Well, our forefathers said a nation divided cannot stand. So, you know, we got a president, fortunately, that likes to put everybody together.
Yeah.
And how are you going to get everybody in the same room? I mean, this guy's working his tail off to get everybody in the same room. And I am too. I'm part of that. I'm part of wanting, you know, Oprah, I mentioned her name earlier, she's that way.
Know when everybody's in the same room?
When? Super Bowl.
Super Bowl? Yeah. Or this sympathy. For instance, George Bush on top of the rubble.
Yeah.
When a nation has sympathy for a certain thing, a nation comes together.
Or the blackout. When we had the blackout, we didn't have any violence here in New York. We all got along very well because we knew we had to rise to the occasion of taking care of each other. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Community. Common unity.
But then we have that system of duality that started way back, I guess, when Adam and Eve first saw they bit the apple and...
Well,
oh, look what you have. Oh, look what I got. You don't have any clothes on. Oh,
wait. You want to
yes or no, and him and her, this and that.
You want to bring that up for a minute?
If you want to.
All right. You know, I had a lunch one day with Don King.
Yeah.
And he recited every name in Genesis at this luncheon. I was astonished. And he said, I bet you didn't know that I know everybody in the Bible. I said, Don, I mean, it just threw my back out. I said, but you probably promoted the fight between Cain and Abel. You know, I mean, the guy knows, he knew everybody in the Bible. But, you know, Adam and Eve were at one point in paradise, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they ate of the tree of knowledge.
Right.
And God says, Adam, where are you, Adam? Eve? He couldn't find them. They were hiding. He says, Adam, Eve, where are you? So they stuck their heads out from behind a bush. And he said, what are you doing? And Adam says, well, Lord, we're naked. And he said, who told you were naked? So the point is, who told you that this has to be this way? You know, I mean, even God himself to Adam and Eve, where did you get this from? So we have this thing in our heads sometimes. And I love that. The word research, we actually should do a search. Research means to go back and revisit it. So in searching, who told me that I can't do this? Like these guys here who are all working in this environment. Who told you you can't make it? Who told you you can't be the #1 football player?
There you go.
It's in our head somewhere, and it's only our low self-esteem, maybe.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the psychology part of it.
Can we have some fun?
Yes.
When you were in WOR, give us a presentation. You want to introduce a record? You have an oldies but goodie, or you just do it on your own? Well, a cappella.
The fun that I had on the radio at WOR was a talk show.
Yeah.
But when I was a jock, I would walk into the room and you play your favorite records.
How did you sound when you were a jock?
Oh, I was a crazy man. You know,
go ahead. Give us an example.
Just I had much more music I didn't do. I didn't do that one. Yeah. I said, all right, we're here in Buffalo. We're on WKBW, well-known Bible Witness. That's what the station was. For the call it is. We've changed our format and our religious beliefs. We're going to move along now. We got 14 records to play this hour, but I'm only going to play 12 because I feel like talking. You know, and you go on and on.
Have fun with
rap.
it, right?
You rap. It's a Reynolds rap.
Reynolds rap. Yeah. Whoa. Boom.
And here he was scratching a little earlier. Had James Brown. You know, he had a little James Brown in there, who incidentally made his. I saw him at the Apollo.
Yeah.
And that's how old I am.
All right. So tell us, you're going to do radio and TV on this new program that you're doing on NBC.
Yeah, they're going to carry the sound on the radio and also on the internet. You know what we all.
What do we have to look forward to? What are we going to see or hear?
I don't know. I'm going to have you on the show because you're a handsome young man who has good talent, and I'll have you on.
Come on, I can dance.
And you do that too. No, I mean, I want the community. You want to put everybody on. I put everybody on the air because people who are not famous don't get on the radio and television easily.
So who are some of the people you're looking to have on your show?
Well, I would have Christine Aguilera now because I want to know why she fumbled the national anthem. That's just
fumbled. Whoa. But
No, I have different kinds of people from all walks, all new talent. I try to put new talent on, but you got to have the regular, you got to have Robert De Niro and some of the movie stars because it's all part of the culture.
Yeah.
It's pop culture.
So have it all set up already? You have the producers and everybody ready to go?
Series, and we've been on the air for 2 weeks now. This is our 3rd week, and if I make 3 weeks, I'll get back to you.
All right. How can we see it?
Midnight till 2, and it's on Channel 4.2, which is digital TV, and on every cable system in the tri-state area, it's on a different place. If you have Time Warner, it's 161.
Oh, okay.
Now, this show is on midnight till 2. But here's the other thing. It's broadcast from Times Square in the window on the NASDAQ. So I go outside, and I'm right in the window on the street. And
I walk into Times Square. I'll stand across the street and watch it.
At night at 10 o'clock, which is when I tape, because we run it at 12. And you visit me, you come, I'll have you as a co-host.
Oh, okay.
That? You're invited.
All right, let's talk about it.
You'll be right in the window.
My producer, Marcy, will set something up.
You just want money.
She's in the window.
No, come and do that, and you promote your show.
Thank you so much. Reynolds Rap. This is a rap. Reynolds Rap.
Dr. Lee.
Joey Reynolds, thank you so much
Thank
for stopping by, okay?
You're a gentleman.
And
Thank
good
you.
luck with the show.
Okay.
And we appreciate you. Thank you. All right. All right, that's all the time we have for today's show. Many thanks to all of our guests for stopping by, and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, check out the recablecast tonight at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m., or you can watch anytime online at bronxnet.org. Be sure to check out an all-new episode of Open Wednesday with Darren Jaime, highlighting the latest in news and politics. From all of us here, always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice, and let your choice control the chooser. Have a great day. We love you all. Bye.